Alrighty fam, welcome back to another video. So today, I thought I would do a bit of an account review on myself, or an account catch-up, I suppose, or an update is the word I'm looking for you guys. So I think it's been a minute, maybe a month or so, maybe a bit longer since you guys have seen my account. So I wanted to give you guys a quick update in terms of like how I'm progressing and how I'm tracking, and I think I've done quite a lot of work in the festival, and we've done pretty well in terms of some units and stuff like that. So I thought, yeah, share it with you guys and let you know what my thoughts are, where I'm at. We'll probably conduct it very similar to like a normal account review. I'll go through like all my mats and stuff, and I'll explain why I'm doing what I'm doing and where I'm at and all that kind of good stuff. So strap in. So I suppose first things first, outfit wise, I'm doing pretty mid, to be honest. Like the outfit choices, I need to probably update them and change them. I don't mind Escanor's. Liz looks kind of cool, I guess. And then we've got Deanne, King, and Goth over here. So definitely could do with an update. And I've got burnt pork for that. So yeah, look, pretty mid. And Meliodas has obviously got the purgatory stuff on, which is okay. So in terms of diamonds, as you guys may or may not know, I have done 2 full rotations on Barn, and I'm at 234. I'm contemplating doing another 300 just for a guaranteed SSR. I know Tier's coming. I think that's been confirmed. I have a feeling he might be used for Nidhogg to make Nidhogg a lot easier. So I'm a little bit concerned about spending diamonds when that's coming up. So I might wait for another week or so, or until towards basically the end of the festival, just to see if we get any updates on him and what's going on with that. Because the problem is I still don't have Lost Vein, and I really want Lost Vein. Same thing with, I don't have Zenari, and Zenari would be good to have as well. The rest of these, dupes wise, I'm going pretty well. And I'll explain that when I get to my units and stuff as well. So I've done 2 full rotations on Barn. I've only done my multi on Tristan, my free multi, because I'm just not doing that. So yeah, that's where I'm up to with my gems, and I'm kind of just stockpiling them again as we kind of tick along through. My gold is looking miserable. Very pathetic. As you know, I always say kind of have above 30 mil gold so you can do what you need to do in the game. I have not been doing that, as you guys can see. I think I kind of explained it in my last video. I'm out of stamina pots, I'm out of gold because I've been farming a lot of stuff, but I'll explain that in a bit more detail when I get into it. I haven't done my dailies. I'm doing them as soon as I get off and finish doing this, so you guys can flame me for not having done the dailies. It's about 4 hours past when the daily reset, so it's not too bad, but I usually do them pretty much straight away because it gets later towards my bedtime and my time to finish up. In terms of quests, I always have attack, defense, and HP like free stages running at all times. So when I do my daily, wherever it is, free stage clear, it works towards one of these. Usually for me, it's HP is the gear I work towards for that. Obviously, sorry, we'll go back to the quest for a second. Obviously, I've completed all of these for all the max gems. I'm up to date with all the stories. I've done all the side missions, side quests, etc. So we're done there as well. So that's kind of where I'm at for quests. Where I'm at for gold. The gold is abysmal. And you know what? I'll explain it now. So the gold problem that I'm having is that I don't have a lot of stamina pots. I'll sell that. Beautiful. I've only got 40 stamina pots, and I also don't have a lot in terms of, I have 0 silver coins. So I've been basically going hard in gold farming recently to try and buy all the equipment, buy all the food so I can level up my units and increase my box. And I've kind of gone a little bit too far where I'm basically out. So I'm having to slowly work my way back up and build up my gold slowly and my stamina pots slowly, which I'm slowly working my way through. So let's jump into where I'm at. So Fort Solgaris, obviously I've got 4 out of 5 because I've still got the daily Fort Solgarises to do, right? But I've been working through that. I've got 0 time limit dungeon keys. I used it on SA coins last time I was doing it. As you get a sneak peek of how many SA coins I've got, I'll explain that in a second. But yeah, so I'm up to 4 out of 5. I've got none of those and no time limit keys. So I've been working my way through those as well. Boss battles, again, I haven't done any of my boss battles. I got to do them today, so don't hate on me for that. Knighthood is just reset today, so I will be doing that tonight as well, or in the next couple of days. And I will be doing basically, yeah, refreshing this and getting all these resources here as well, which should hopefully help me. Demonic Beasts, I'm actually doing quite well in terms of Holy Relics. I've only got 4 to go on the bird. I've only got 2 to go on the deer. I'm halfway to the resources I need for this. I've finished Skull and Hardy, which I'm really stoked about. So I have all 13 relics from Skull and Hardy. That's the one I've been farming. And I am on my way to my first relic for Nidhogger, which is obviously going to be Freya's. So I'm going to use Freya's to do this one. So I'm at 8 of these and 5 of these. So I basically buy one of these every week from the World Tree, I think it's called. I haven't done it up until recently because I've been focusing on other relics. But yeah, I've been buying these recently. So every week, when this resets tomorrow, I think it'll be, I'll get my 2. So 1 from the first floor clear, 1 from the challenge clear, and then I'll try and buy one. So that'll put me at like 11 or so. So a couple more weeks and I should have enough of these. My problem is this, of course. So I'll probably have to start farming these just to try and get farming floor 1 to get dark crystals. Because basically, in short, guys, I only clear floor 1 with this team. Just your standard Barn, Valenti, King, melee team. So that's the team I'm using. You can't obviously get past floor 2 really with it, but you can do floor 1 pretty easily. So I haven't built up. I've slowly been working on the goddess team to be able to do this a lot easier, but obviously I do need this guy here. So working towards it, and then I'll have it soon. So nothing here completed, and then almost done on here. So this is just basically farming. When I can be bothered getting around farming these is when I kind of get them done and do them. That's Demonic Beast. I'll show you guys my PvP stuff and how I'm going in my PvP and my Brawl. So at the moment I've been kind of having a bit of fun mucking around. So this is the team I've been using on Geared, just because it makes it a little bit easier. So I've been running New Barn, Deanne, and then Festival Merlin with Zeldris in the back. So it's been just a bit of fun, something a bit different. I haven't got the cosmetics for these guys invested into as much, so it doesn't work as well for me for ungeared. But yeah, just been mucking around with the massive debuffs that this applies on geared, and then on ungeared, we've been running with just the standard demon team. I've got Chandler's Holy Relic. I don't have Zeldris yet. I'll show you when we get to heroes and stuff. I'll show you what some of the dupes and stuff I pulled to get my ult levels up. But we're running pretty decent. So I'm up over 200k CC with CC food, which I'm pretty happy with. It's not fantastic by any means, right? But it gets the job done. It gets me 56 odd gems, and I win 90% almost of my matches. So can't complain. So that's my demon team that I run on ungeared, and then I always have Tamil Link on melee, and then obviously Sariel Link on Chandler to taunt. This dude, man, honestly, if you're doing Skull and Hardy and you want a secondary relic after obviously Thonar's first, you can't really go past this, man. This relic is so good for PvP if you've got a built Chandler. It's crazy strong, crazy good. Let's check out the Brawl team. So I'll show you guys kind of what I run for my Brawl. And it's pretty straightforward, to be honest. I'm about rank 1500 at the moment on Asia server, so don't panic, this is on Asia. That's why my rank is so high for my CC. And basically, in short, we'll just ready up for whatever, but I run Goddess team, I run Demon team, and then I also run Ult Rush. So I've got Ult Rush with Fraudrin, and I run Trader Melee, Escanor, and Barn in the back, and then I do Demon team, Goddess team. I've played around with a few different Goddess teams. I've had Tamil here for like ult disables and stuff. And then I swapped this around for like Goddess Liz, Blue Goddess Liz to like revive. So if you guys have a specific team that you've seen that works really well for Goddesses, let me know. Holler at me, and I'll swap it around and play around with it. But I've just been running the standard kind of Goddesses with a Nashi in the back. Even Green Sariel, I'm happy to swap it over for Green Sariel if I need to, but I like having Green Sariel on Chandler, so melee can still pop off. So this is the teams I've been running, and obviously I swap these around as you need to, right? To make it work. So that's my Brawl. I'll come back and do all the rest of that. In terms of spending, I am a good spender. I always spend my stuff. So I've recently bought all the SSR pendants. I'll probably buy these next because I wouldn't mind a couple more awakening things. I've got quite a few of these in terms of like, a lot of these as well. So we're trucking along okay. This is just on the reset. So we'll we'll get our 5 diamonds soon. So that is the Brawl. Training Grotto, as you guys know, I'm always all across my training grottos. I have no keys needed, no keys left. And then in terms of how I'm going. Reverse stages, I haven't really touched reverse stages much, to be honest. I still have a little bit of work to do, but I've done all of it on this one. Done all of it on Season 2. I've still got, I'm only just over half, well, no, not even halfway on Season 3. This one is a little bit harder. There's a few units that I just haven't invested into. I haven't got to the level I need to be at to do anything here. And then the special one I've completely maxed out as well. So this one I'm not super fussed about because a few of the units and stuff you need are like Frowdrone and like Monspeed and Dairy Area, and I just haven't invested in them as much as I should have and as much as I could have. So that's kind of going to stay as is probably for a little bit until I just get an ample amount of resources to work my way through it. Tower of Trials, I mean, as you guys know, I've always completed the Tower of Trials. That's all done. The World Tree, I've got 4, which is nice because I haven't done my auto clears yet for today. But then what I'll do is, like I said, I'm going through and I'm buying these guys every week. So I will always do the Heavens up until I have enough of these to get Freya's Relic. And then honestly, I'll probably swap back here and then just get a couple of these just to like help me tick over and finish off the other relics. But they're saying that, I've just remembered, I'm pretty sure Double Drops is coming up soon. So I'll probably do a video with updated teams on how to just farm Double Drops nice and quickly for you guys. But I think that's coming. Again, you guys let me know if I'm wrong in the comments below, I'm sure. But I'm pretty sure that's coming up soon. What else have we got? Final boss, I have got 5.5k points. I did release a boss, I can talk, a guide on how to do it. I actually did it with this team, and I actually did change the Oath of Combat, so I changed it around, so rather than doing it without ultimate moves, I just without food, so I didn't eat food, but I used ults to clear through faster, and it actually got me more than points than I had in the other video, so it took me up to 4.8%. We'll get rid of that. 5.5k. And as you guys will see when I get to the shops, I have kind of got everything I need to in the shops as well. Hero Arena, I did try to record a video for you guys on the Hero Arena this week for this run, and it was probably the worst run I've ever done. I stuffed it up a million times, got halfway through the recording, and I just butchered it. So unfortunately for you guys, we'll have to wait until the Hero Arena comes back around for me to do a proper run with a proper team and not completely screw it up, to be honest. But I have done all this as well, and again, I'll show you guys the shop when I get to it as well. But this is all updated and done as well. So that's all of that. Now we'll jump into the shop and I will show you guys the shop. So final boss season, you guys can see I've bought everything. Don't have anything left on that, which is good. And then on the Hero Arena, I've basically just been investing in LR coins. I think I'm about to see soon in my inventory, but I've been investing in those rather than the other stuff. The other stuff, of course, is what you want and is good, but you want LR coins first and foremost. For when I eventually get Lost Vein or when they do another LR release. Coin shop, I have no silver coins, as I was saying. I have 22 gold coins. So every day I go in and I buy one of the auto clear tickets for 10, just because that's kind of just the process I do. I obviously do all my friendship coins every day as well. And I have one SSR pendant, which is a max level Tamia, which I'll probably use to invest in. Look at this team. All done apart from Lost Vein. Damn it. And no festival coins, no exchangeable ones. And I've bought everything. Well, I bought or / got everything from the coin shop, so I'll probably just use this to invest into someone, to be honest. So yeah, that's the shops. Obviously I don't buy anything else. The equipment drawer, you guys will see all my stuff shortly. But I've got 59 keys. So we'll quickly do this. So I usually keep a handful of keys on map. And then obviously I always make sure that I make my friendship coins. So I'm just going to quickly do this while we're here, just so I remember. So yeah, so I always make sure I keep a handful of equipment keys on lock just in case I need it. And then I always do the friendship donation every day. And then I'll come to the coin shop. And then when I have 2,000, usually I will buy the Sarah Spire key, the event dungeon key. But at the moment, I'm having to buy stamina pots because I'm running that low. So stamina pots are for me at the moment. Festival wise, I've already kind of run you guys through what my summoning and stuff is. Saving my diamonds at the moment. All of these are up to date. I don't have any extra tickets or anything like that there, right? So yeah, and we'll do inventory items, and then we'll jump into heroes, and I'll show you guys kind of some of the updates that we've got. So inventory wise, I've still got a couple of these, which is bad on me. I need to invest. I need to put these on someone, but 2 kind of 5-star awakened SSR equipment, which I'll put on someone eventually. I've just kind of got to map out who I want to do and why I want to put it on them and stuff. Have a handful of food ready to go always. I've been trying to invest in affinity on people, so I do have a few ingredients, but I'm like kind of working through it all as well. And then here, like I said, I've got 8 of those. I've got 2 skull and hardy things just because leftover. A few of these, a few attack components. Brilliant components, which I should use, but cash-wise, I can't. Same thing with mats for demons. I have been saving these up. I'm trying to have like over 400 of each. But again, the money thing is just really restricting me at the moment. So that's the reason why I have so many mats, at least more than I usually do. Like usually I'm investing these, especially I'm investing these, right? Investing that. I've got 26 SSR pendants. Like usually I have a lot less than this because I will, like I said, stuck record, but I'll invest in my units, right? I try and get rid of them as soon as I get them. But I am also starting to get to the point in my box where I don't really necessarily know 100% who to invest in next, or who to give away, who to give UR equipment to and stuff like that. So, like I said, at the moment that the coins, the lack of cash is really hindering me, but I'm kind of okay with it. Like I said, if Tyr comes, Tyr the God of War, that dude from Ragnarok, if he comes and he's good and he's a unit I need, then these resources, I will farm some cash as quickly as I can, and I'll invest these resources in him and level him up as well. So, what else I got? Just a handful of books, handful of potions, 360 of these. I do have a lot of hammers. I do need to use my hammers. 63 is too many. I'm kind of I think I'm going to give Escanor perfect 15% HP defense gear. I think that's my next step. And then he'll have perfect gear, attack, crit, and HP defense. I think that's the way to go because Escanor's just so strong. So I'll probably do that. So I need to get those. That's on me. 56 of those, so almost enough for a full unit. Again, kind of saving them. 200 of these, heaps of these. Again, cash is kind of restricting me a lot in terms of like, otherwise I'd be awakening a lot of equipment if I had unlimited cash, but it's hurting. Holy relic materials, nothing crazy. Books, potions, and then just the random stuff, and then enhanced stones. Again, investing in units if I could. So let's jump into the fun stuff. So currently this is my box. We're at basically 7.3 mil box CC, which I'm really happy with. That's kind of gone up a lot, like hundreds of thousands of CC in the last probably festival, last few months, etc. So that's been really, really good. Gearing wise, I think the reason why Melly is at the front is because, yeah, he's got HP defense gear on, but usually it sits on Purgatory Melly. I did get him 6.6, so I think he was 4.6 or 5.6 before this festival, so now I have a 6.6 Melly. I have all his gear fully invested into. I've always had it done, all the free-to-play stuff. So he's 67k CC, which I'm happy with. Full 5 affinity, full 15% gear. So I definitely can't complain at all. So that's really good. I have perfect 15% gear for Margaret as well. So she sits at about 63k. But the reason why I've kind of also done this is because, let me find wherever he is there. So I've done this for Ludo. So I might actually do a video on this soon, because this is my 65k or 66k Ludo, right? So 6.6 free to play Ludo, full four cosmetics, 4 weapons, and 3 headpieces. So obviously I'm still missing a couple, so I could probably get him to maybe 66.5, 67k CC, but you know, it's a pretty decent CC'd Ludo. So I'm pretty happy with that. Got a couple more dupes for Escanor, thank God, in this banner. So I now have a 3.6. Obviously 6.6 is the dream, but yeah, I'll take 2 extra dupes. He was only 1.6 at the time, so much better. I've got a 6.6 Tarmiel now, which is nice. I got a 6.6 Liz. I think my green sales, yeah, 4.6. 6/6 Ragnarok Barn. He sits at like 62 KCC with that perfected gear, which is nice. My Gotha, actually, I think he's got perfect gear, 15%, but he sits at about 61k. So I do need to work on him a little bit. I still need to invest in his gear. I haven't really invested in any of it, so that'll hopefully boost him up. And I got him up to 4/6, so he was only at 1 or 2/6 recently, so that's good. Same thing with Merlin. Got a couple of extra dupes, so she's up to 4/6 as well, which is nice. Spent a bit of money investing in her because she works well with the new barn, of course. So I've got her to level 100 fully maxed out. I gave her a UR, some of her costumes, still missing a little bit, but doing pretty well. Didn't get anything from Trader Melly, which is very upsetting. So I still only a 3/6 Trader Melly. Would have liked a couple more dupes, but didn't get any. I've had 6/6 Blue Tarmiel forever. Miles just chilling. I think I got a 6/6 Excalibur Arthur. That was nice, but not necessary. What else? No, not Thonar. Thonar's 4/6 from the dupes. I have a 5/6 Scardy. What else are we looking at? Got Barn, so I've done 2 rotations, like I said, and I pulled him once in the rotation. So I'm sitting at about 3/6 on him, which I'm not unhappy about. Definitely could be worse, could be better. Mananashi, 3/6. Okay, so I haven't got as much Nanashis. I'm kind of learning this as I go as well, some of you guys. You guys probably know this, but I have a 4/6 Roxy, which I was really happy with. Got very lucky. On the summons, I did like 1.5 summons. She was a 600 banner. Yeah, 1.5. 900 gems, and I got 4/6, which is really nice. Red Gotha up to 3/6. Had him 1/6 for however long, can't remember. Used the starter draw to get a 3/6 Margaret. So we're up to 5/6 with Freya. I'm so close to 6/6. Obviously, a lot of people are getting close now as well with all the free dupe and stuff we got of him, but very, very helpful, very, very nice. I maxed out my Wedding Brunhild, got her 6/6 through this banner. I got like 4 of her, and then managed to get her to 100 as well, just for fun. So she sits quite nicely when she's got her attack crit gear on. What else? I've given some more gear to people. So I managed to give, where's Kizune? So I gave Kizune some UR gear, just because she kind of could use it. I gave Barn obviously attack crit gear, which matches his. I've also got HP defense gear for him as well. So now I can run HP attack crit. I can run attack crit. I can run, HP crit, attack crit, HP defense, attack defense, whatever. The one thing is I do have crit chance and crit damage on here as these pieces. Not really necessary, but I have got it like this for Purgatory Barn. So maybe eventually I'll swap these pieces out for two crit pieces, and then give him full attack so he becomes a little bit more effective. But I'm not crying at that at the moment. It's not the end of the world. I invested a lot in my Freya, so my Freya's ready to go for Nidhogg. So I've given her full attack crit gear. I need to give her slightly better rolls on the gear, but I've started slowly investing. So I got all her weapons maxed out. I got most of her cosmetics maxed out, and then her outfit's slowly on the way. Been doing the same thing for Mael as well, so I've given him a few more. I think, yeah, 3 out of 4 outfits, 2 out of 3 weapons, and you know what? I can probably. It's 1.5 mil. I've only got 2.3, so I don't think I'm going to do that. But ideally, I would do that, right? This is my problem. The lack of cash is really limiting me. I've given Sariel both a set of HP defense as well as attack crit. Wasn't really necessary. It was more just because I like it for a link and I had some stuff to invest into. I managed to get Greenhead Liz up, or Redhead Liz up, sorry, for like Belmoth and for Grey Demon. So I've got both the attack pieces at over 12% rolls and just 5-star. Not really too fussed about these two because it never really comes into play, but this is obviously important for her. So maybe I'll engrave that set for her eventually. Don't know. That reminds me, I've also got engraved attack defense for Scardy. So we're trucking along pretty nicely with the account. I mean, I'm just rattling off things here now as well. Hopefully you guys are still following or still even give a crap. But what else have I got? I've also invested in triple defense gear for Elat for Nidhogger. Right, so I've leveled her up to 100. She's ready to go. I haven't really invested in any cosmetics apart from the 2 URs, so I might do that if I need to, but for now she's just sitting there. So between Elat, where is it, Freya, Mael, and then I've also got, where's my green Liz? There she is. And she's 5/6 with the Holy Relic, so I'm kind of ready. I might need to invest a little bit more in cosmetics for them all, but I think we're going to be sitting in a relatively good spot for it. So yeah, another thing to kind of commend myself for, I suppose, and that's why I'm so low on cash and stamina pots, is because I've been farming gold, so I can farm all the double resources at the moment, because I've been yellow Star Awakening everyone, so I'm basically done. I've only got 5 units left to Star Awaken, which I'm really close to obviously doing, which I'm really stoked about. And I've managed to give everyone gear. Everyone has SSR gear. So all of this gear, none of this is SR gear, none of this is R gear. This is all SSR equipment. So my next step for this is then going to be all. So I've got, like, say for example down here, I have like Jericho with attack crit, but I already have a set of attack crit for here for Jericho. So what I would do is I would swap this for HP defense eventually, right? So it means that everyone has their correct set, but then if there's a duplicate of that unit, they have HP defense just for box CC, and then I can interchange the gear as I need to. So that's kind of the dream and the end goal. You know, there's triple defense for Tamiel, but you know, there's 1 Gallon, but then that Gallon has HP defense, and then they can interchange as necessary. That's kind of the game plan. For example, this Estarossa has attack crit, but that's because, you know, where's my other Estarossa? The other Estarossa has HP defense, right? And then this has, you know, you are HP defense gear. So if I can get a good set of attack crit on Estarossa, and then I can interchange that, right? So that's kind of the game plan there. So the next point of call for me for the account is basically, I would really like to level up this Arthur to give you guys a bit of a showcase, to be honest. But again, it's just resources and cash wise, I don't have it. And then I'd have to fully SA him, which of course costs cash as well. So when I have a bit more and a bit more flush on resources, then I will have a bit more fun with you guys and you know, share a bit more. But unfortunately, you know, being straight up, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place at the moment. I've been kind of a victim of my own greed in terms of trying to level my account so fast and too fast, and now I've had to slow myself down a bit. So I promise the content is still going to keep coming, and I will have all new stuff for you as soon as I can. But look, this is the struggles of a free-to-play player, I'll be honest with you, and it's made me consider whether or not it's worth staying free-to-play, whether or not it's worth using some cash to, you know, at least be, you know, not a whale, but spend a little bit of money just so I have the resources I need to keep playing. But I kind of like being free-to-play and giving you guys like relatable content. You know, like if you're a whale and stuff, that's awesome, but I feel like by doing this, it shows you how to go about it in the best way, well, potentially the best way for free-to-play. And will hopefully give you guys some like relatable kind of growth and scaling, rather than just every time you get a new unit, it's immediately level 100, immediately SA6 and full UR gear. You know what I mean? Like that's just not how the game works unless you spend thousands on it. So, I mean, yeah, let me know what you guys think, but that's kind of my thought process at the moment. So yeah, going to finish awakening these guys, going to start switching everyone over HP gear. And then once a new tier comes out, I'll hopefully invest in him. And I'll slowly but surely build up my gold as well as my stamina pots to invest in people. So that's it. That's the game plan, guys. That is the current account. Like I said, 7.3 mil box CC. I've got 364 GP, so I should probably invest that in some of the constellations. Yeah, 3.6 Escanor, 6.6 Melee, 6.6 Ludo, 6.6 Light Liz, 5.6 Estarossa. What else have I got that's any worthy of note? 4.6 Merlin, like I said. My Deanne's still only 1.6 or 2.6, I think. I got a 4.6 Chad King. Oh, I got a heck of a lot of Assault Melee dupes in this banner as well. I had 1.6 Assault Melee when I bought him because I really wanted him, and now he's 4.6. So I got 3 Assault Melees in this banner. So that was interesting to get. I'm still only at 2.6 on New Orm, but I'm not too fussed about that. She doesn't really affect my game at all. Yeah, I think that's a lot, guys. So that's kind of where the account is. That's the way I'm progressing. That's why, like I was saying in the other video, I'm a little bit stuck between a rock and a hard place because I'm now out of cash and I'm the victim of my own kind of greed. So Let me know what you guys think of the account down below. If you're still here, thanks for watching the whole thing. And as always, I will catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.